I did not yell.
Oh,
I did give a few. What the hell are you doing? I did give a few of them.
We know you a busy man, Kobe, so we gonna jump right to it, man.
I'm gonna say Zion Hill.
Doing in a swing?
I'm sick and sick with it. Vision and lift it. Listen, just picture it. Spit and deliver it. The time froze. Undercurrent, how the grind flows. Wrist flicking, said the bezels got a mind blown. You know how to drop beat, everything slow. You know how to drop beat, said anything goes. Pull up to the spot, you might see the squad there. Pull up unannounced, then you might see a broad there. It's just seconds remaining, and I got the rock for the win while you're watching the shot clock. It's just seconds remaining, and I got the rock for the win. Thanks for watching the shot clock. The shot clock. You catch the shot clock every Sunday from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m.
We never getting that $1 million.
Hey man, what's going on, everybody? Man, G-Day Hoops out here. Boston Hard Network owner, CEO, shot clock operator, man. What's going on, man? I hope everybody has had a wonderful and blessed weekend. I hope that y'all can hear me. I was having some difficulties with my microphone. That's why I got on late today. But we're here now. Hopefully that y'all can hear me. I can't really hear myself. But I hope y'all can hear me. Somebody let me know in the comment section if y'all can hear me loud and clear. If not, then I'll try my best to reboot or whatever, man. So I'm just gonna post, man. Can y'all hear me? So it'll show up on everything except for the Twitter. I can't message Twitter, but I can receive Twitter messages. But if y'all can hear me, somebody just hit a comment. Say yes, I can hear you, or no. Either one is cool, man. I just want to make sure that I'm good to go and that everything's working. Let me see. Can someone comment yes or no if y'all can hear me? Please. All right, we're gonna post this one up. Someone comment yes or no if y'all can hear me. Let me know if you can hear me. If y'all can't hear me, I just need to know real quick before I get started and get rattling and just running off here. All right, good. Y'all can hear me. What's going on, Jayla, man? Appreciate you for tuning in. Appreciate everybody for tuning in, man. Make sure y'all share the show. If you're on Twitter, make sure you retweet it out. If you're on Facebook, make sure you share it. Same thing on the YouTube side. Copy the link, paste it, send it to somebody, put it in your group messages real quick. Man, and we're gonna get rocking and rolling, man. If the guys come on, I hope they do. We're gonna have a fun show. It's gonna be entertaining. So hopefully they able to come on, man. If not, we'll keep it rolling. And just talk a little basketball, man. Preseason week number 4. Honestly, I actually put week 3 for the title of the show, but it's really fall ball week 4. Big thank you, because last week I said thank you, but big thank you to everyone who participated last week. Thank everybody who come out and supported. Big thank you to the referees, to the coaches, to all that, man. Just want to say big thank you for everybody who came out and saying that my internet is lagging. Oh my gosh, it's always something. So just thank you to everybody who came out, man. Another big fall ball weekend coming up, man. You have RCS Sports Super 16 is coming up here pretty soon. It'll be up this weekend, this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday at the Den, which is formerly Sun Auto Sports Complex. And before that, it was Louetta Automotive Sports Complex. But then a lot of people know it as the RL9 facility. De'Aaron Fox has bought the gym out. So now it is the Den, and its Fox Nation will be operating out of the Den. And so that's where the games will be at, out in the Cypress area, off of the 290 area, 290 in Cypress Spring / Fry Road area. That's where the games will be this weekend. Excuse me, y'all. Hiccups. It's gonna be a good slate of games. So if you're not too busy, make sure that you come out and check out some action. Fall ball week number 4 is where we're at as far as fall high school basketball goes. Before you know it, it's gonna be over. It's gonna be said and done, man. 24 days until official high school practice can take place. So man, that those 3 weeks is gonna fly by because you got, like I said, Super 16 this weekend. The following weekend, I do believe, is Vite for boys, and the weekend after that, I know Gasso's coming on that Sunday. As a matter of fact, I think Gasso and Vite is both on the same weekend. Oh yeah, man, Doug. Dang, man, I'm gonna play my guy Doug under the weather. He can't be on, man. This is for my guy Doug, man, and for the person who asked me about Doug.
I still give a fuck how you feel. We some Southern OGs, real recognized.
That's for my Doug. That's for my guy Doug, man. So when he comes back, man, we got the Doug Doesn't intro up on deck, ready to roll. For those who may want to know who that song was, that's Ludacris, Bun B and Ludacris, Trill Recognized Trill. It's an old man. It's hard to call that an old cut. Well, that song just go crazy to me. That's just my personal opinion. I really like that song. I don't want to call it old, man. But I guess in today's society, it's an old song. But both of them snap, man. Especially Ludacris. Dawson shootout too. Thanks, Doug. So Dawson shootout as well next weekend. So this weekend, Super 16. Then after that, Dawson, Vipe, and Gassos. I'm gonna say it's all on that same weekend. HABCA should be having their fall thing too pretty soon. And then all the fall leagues are about to start wrapping up. Like I said, 24 days left until official high school practices begin and the season kick off in November, man. Almost a month away. And man, I'm excited. I'm ecstatic. I can't wait for this high school season to be kicked off. The only part that irritates me just a tad, and I know we talked about it before, is I'm so used to McDonald's being the week after season opener, not season opener. Then that whole week is just games now, and then the McDonald's is normally season opener, McDonald's, and then all your Thanksgiving stuff, Texas Jamboree, all that. Then after that, you have like your Katy, ISD, and other schools, Barbers Hill. Then after that, you got Side Hoops, Invitational, the Gamble Classic out in Port Arthur. Like, then it keeps rolling all the way until right after to Christmas time. And then after that, it's just, district play is still intact, some in December, but right after that January, February, straight district, getting to the playoffs. Interested to see, because I need to get everybody's population of their school. from what was turned in to the school, to the UIL. I need to get that so that I can see if thus teams finish top 4, who's going to go D1, who's going to go D2 from each district. That's going to be interesting to see how that all plays out. This is going to be an interesting year as far as playoffs, state championship go. They're doubling the amount of state champions crowned. So instead of just having 6, now it will be 12 state champions crowned for basketball on the boys and the girls side, as well as volleyball and all the other sports. And so we'll see how all that shapes up and how everything ends. UIL is supposed to be voting on shot clock. I hope it gets approved. If it gets approved, this is just I know it'll probably be 35 seconds. That's, to me, that's a long time. That's a long time. 30 seconds is cool. 30 seconds, I feel like half a minute is all right. 35, that extra, even though it's only 5 seconds, that extra 5 seconds, it just, I don't know. I prefer 30 and under. As far as shot clock goes, I know college basketball is 30. NBA 24. Everything overseas is 24. It don't matter what level you're playing on. It's all 24 seconds. So I just feel that 30 is enough. I know some high schools have 40 second shot clocks sanctioned in their states. I feel that's really long as well. But majority of high schools that are sanctioned with the shot clock, it is at 35 seconds. I would like it to be 30 if it could be 30-second shot clock. Hopefully it gets approved. People are allowed to use them at shootouts and tournaments during the season if they want to, and then they can report the results from that shootout or tournament if they decided to run high school shot clock, just so that UIL can get more information on the shot clocks, how it went, how many violations was had. Did you think the trajectory of the shot clock changed the outcome of the game? I know when it's down to, if it's a really close game and it's within that final 3 minutes of that fourth quarter, I know it's going to be that's going to add a different dynamic to the game. If you're a team who's already up big on somebody, you're just going to get blown out. I mean, it just is what it is at the end of the day. And I know people like to say on the high school level, it's an equal opportunity. It's not. No sport is truly equal opportunity sport. It's not. And we got to get that mentality out of our heads. We have to get that championship mentality. Everybody's a winner mentality. No, there's winners and there's losers. You're good or you're not good. You get scholarship, you don't get scholarship. Some people play for fun. Some people play to take it serious. Just because you had a good game against somebody who has a lot of D1 scholarships or is going to a particular Division I, Division II school, that does not mean that you are an equal player just because you had a better game than they did on that day. You just had a good game on that day. Consistency is key. I know these are things that we talk about all the time. But consistency is key. Before I go any further, man, big shouts out to all the seniors who are not playing around with these scholarship opportunities. They are getting it done. I was really hoping, I'm sad my guy Doug was under the weather. I really wanted to know how yesterday went when UTRGV came in town and had an intra-squad scrimmage over at the gym out in Humble. I'm sure it was an amazing event. I couldn't make it on yesterday. I had some things I needed to take care of. And so I didn't go anywhere. Same with today. Like, I didn't go nowhere today either. But I would like to know how that was. What were some of the big takeaways? If he's seen like any kids who was there, any high school coaches who was there watching, to gather information, and just to kind of have a glimpse of what a collegiate practice looks like. Then I know, my God, the plug is out at Wooten Camp. I wish they would have kept it in Dallas. I know this is year number 3 that it's been in Vegas. But I felt when it was in Dallas, well, the first 2 years when it was in Dallas is when they had the best players, like just across the board, boys and girls. I mean, they still get good players, but not like top to bottom heavy, full of just straight nothing but Division I dudes at the event. But I like the Wooten Camp. I wish it would have stayed in Dallas. That was a drive that I used to make all the time. But hey, it is what it is. It was some things that I had wanted to talk about, but it's more of a group, a group discussion. It's more of a group discussion. How is my fantasy football alert? That's my apology, y'all. If you playing fantasy football, man, I just want to know how y'all squads are doing. This is the first year out of my 5-6 years of doing fantasy football where I'm off to a losing start. I'm 1-2. Like this is new for me. Like I'm normally on the winning side of things in fantasy football, and I'm always make the playoffs. I either go to the championship game in my fantasy football, or I'm doing the 3rd, 4th place game. So we on a slow start. Hopefully that changes. But yeah, I just got my fantasy football alert. I'm projected to lose this game, but right now I'm winning this game. So hopefully I could pull it out, man. I got 149, but the projection they supposed to get 168. I'm supposed to get 166. But hopefully we can pull this out, man. I can get this dub, and I could be sitting at 500 at 2-2. I need a big win, man. I need St. Brown to have a big game on tomorrow. Gus Edwards has been having a horrible season. I gotta not just bench him. I gotta release him. I gotta get rid of him and try to find a different running back to put in the game, because he just ain't cut. He's not cutting him. He's not cutting him, man. He just not. Last year he was getting big points. He was with Baltimore Ravens. He's with the Chargers this year. He's not doing diddly. So real quick, that threw me off a little bit. Going back, I saluted those seniors who've been taking care of business. There are some other seniors who have committable offers on the table. Dear seniors who currently have committable NCAA Division I and NCAA Division II offers. Hey, let's not play around. Let's not play around with it. If it's the fit and you like it, I don't know what you're waiting for. Take care of the business. Get it done. Get it done, man. Today. Like pronto, like ASAP. Get it done. Because they about to move on from you. They about to hunker down for their season. They're about to hit up all these JUCO jamborees that's taking place all across the nation. You got the Mullins, you got the JUCO 48s, then you got all the different JUCO showcases that's going on just everywhere across the nation. JUCO advocates, just it's a lot. And these coaches, I told y'all last week, I spoke to a Division I coach who said, "Hey man, we just taking one high school kid. They already got their one high school commitment, and this is a low major. They're done with it. They got their one high school commitment. They're focusing on JUCO, and then trying to see who's going to be in the transfer portal. And that's where recruitment is today. We have had a lot of kids who have offers early, not getting them late in the game, early, and they're sitting on them, and they need not to sit on these offers. You need to take care of this business. If the visits have been scheduled and you took in the visits, like what are you waiting for? I don't get it. I mean, I don't know, man. It's not me. Yeah, like my guy Coach Ken just said, a lot of y'all need to adjust y'all thinking. You do. A lot of you need to adjust your thinking. Stepping stones. It may not be where you want to go, but it's still a fit. Cause it may not be where you want to go. Like I'm talking about, you may feel that you're a higher level, that you are a better prospect or whatever, that you can get something better. That's how you may feel. And this level probably still may be too big for you at the low major level. Just saying. It's possible. You could get there and not see the floor. You just a practice guy. But you feel that you're better than what you really are. That's why I feel like a lot of kids should have went to the UTRGV intra-squad scrimmages this past Saturday at the gym in Humble. If you can't make that, you can hit up Coach Wade, Coach Bundage, and go check out Ali. You can hit up King, Coach Medina, go check out St. Thomas. You can hit up Schumacher, check out Blinn. And a lot of y'all you ain't gonna be able to get in them doors on Cullen at U of H or at Rice or HBU. Or HCU. Forgot it's Houston Christian University. Y'all may not be able to get in the doors to catch some of them practices. But y'all definitely can go to those games. But y'all need to see just how tough it is, because there's kids on those that JUCO and at that D3 at St. Thomas who you played against, who was busting your butt, is there getting their ass busted. I was trying not to cuss, but it just came out and it sounds better anyway. So, like Coach Ken Dean said, y'all need to adjust your thinking. You need to adjust the way that you think, because the way that you're thinking it's not rational, it's not real, and you're not being honest with yourselves. I don't know why everyone likes to be lied to. It's like when you give a kid a picture and you're coloring outside the lines, and it's acceptable for you to color outside the lines because it's your picture, right? I may look at that and be like, you didn't do a good job. You could have did better. But to you and to your parents, it's wonderful, it's beautiful, it's great. And it's not. A lot of y'all want to color outside the lines with your recruitment instead of staying in the line. When you stay in the line, you stand in lane. You're standing in a place where it's a fit, but you want to go outside the fit. But what's going on, Mr. Little, Ken Dean, my guy Jalen, my guy Doug, everybody else who's tuned in right now? I appreciate y'all. Once again, make sure that y'all share the show. No matter what platform you're on. If you're on Twitter, make sure you retweet it. Facebook, share it. YouTube. Copy the link, share it with your groups, man. 24 days, Mr. Little. Official high school practice starts. Official high school practice starts 24 days, man. You gotta let me know what they got over there on the east side, man. Or what they got on the east side, man. But yeah, man, take care of y'all business within the recruitment. If you have the offers and they are committable, and there are a couple of you out here who have committable offers, D1, D2s, take them. Talked to a coach the other day. This was a JUCO coach who wants to offer a kid, but feels like if I offer the kid, he's not going to truly respect the offer that I'm giving him. So I'm going to just wait till the end of the year to see how his mind is. And that's sad that a coach has to do that because he feels that you're going to big time him because you think you're too big for that level. When it goes back to what I said earlier, it's all about stepping stones. Sometimes that's your step that you have to take, and that's okay to take that step. You could take that step and still end up where you think you will be, which is a Division I or Division II college prospect. And then there's a lot of guys who take that step and they don't end up D1 or D2. They go to an NAIA or to a D3 because that's just where they fit. And there's nothing wrong with playing on any of those levels because there's dudes on all those levels that will give you buckets. But yeah, man, looking forward to this weekend, to the Super 16. You know, I got my rosters already. I'm going to print them out probably Thursday. But excited to see some matchups take place. I think it's going to be a fun event. It's going to be exciting. And I just can't wait. I just can't wait, man. I'm going to go over just a couple of games that I'm excited to see before the I'm about to say the playoffs. Before the bracket play starts. Just these are all the teams who are in the bracket part of the event, not the showcase part of the event, the actual Super 16 part of the event. You got Atascocita, Barbers Hill, Beaumont Westbrook, C.E. King, Cinco Ranch, College Park, Cy Ranch, Dickinson, Good Vision, Houston Heights, Katy Jordan, Kingwood, Fort Bend Marshall. You got Nimitz, PSAT, Ridge Point, Seven Lake, Shadow Creek, South Houston, St. Francis Episcopal, Summer Creek, Booker T, and Wheatley. Just to me, I know we're not there yet. We'll start that third week of October is when we'll do our prediction show. It's when we'll start our prediction show heading into the season into November. But just for me, I'm gonna get y'all a little early. I feel that Wheatley is going to be the 4A, the best 4A HISD. They're going to win that district this year. That's me. That's my pick. All right. Now y'all may feel different. I just feel that with Quentin Sanders, what's the kid name? Kamarian. Oh, I don't want to say his name. The big 6'7" kid. That's over there. I just think that they're going to have a really big season. I don't know what button I just hit on my computer, but I disappeared. I'm sure y'all can still see me. Here we go. I'm back. Cameron Hamilton. I done called the boy Kamarion. Cameron Hamilton. You got David Dorsey. You got Peter Dorsey, the freshman, who's physical. Herbert Goldsmith can shoot the ball. I just feel that Wheatley squad is going to be really solid. They're going to be tough to beat. They're scrappy. They're going to be exciting to watch this high school season. And I'm also excited to catch them against. I think them and Katy is going to be an interesting game at the Super 16, just because the contrast of styles that both teams play. Coach Burrell, he's going to try to speed them up, full court press. But then, Katy, they play smart basketball, run a nice half court set. Jaden Stewart just committed to U of H for baseball. He's a 6'7" forward and a 6'7" pitcher, man. He's like Randy Johnson on the mound. He's the Randy Johnson of high school baseball. And he just committed to U of H on baseball scholarship. So shout out to my guy Jaden. But the kid can still hoop. He can still play basketball. And he could have, possibly played himself into a D3, D2 on the basketball court. Just with his size, his skill set, and the way that he plays. But he would definitely be there in the building. What's going on, my guy Oz, man? My guy Oz, man. Let me see what my guy Oz got going on real quick, man. My Oz, I'm finna send you an invite, man. Let's see what my boy Oz, man. See if you want to join the show, man, real quick. Boom. All right. Sent the invite to my guy Oz, man. If he chooses to jump on, that's what's up, man. I appreciate him if he do. Jaden, we got to get you on a laptop, man, so you could definitely join in as well. But that's one matchup I'm definitely excited to see this weekend. Then on the showcase side, you got Angleton. Angleton, I seen them at the First 48, which is a crazy name. Shout out to my guy Clyde, but that's a crazy name for a basketball event. First 48. Angleton looked really good, really scrappy, athletic. They look like they gonna be tough, man. So that 5A district, man, with LaPorte and Angleton and Texas City, Friendswood, that's gonna be a tough one, man. It's gonna be some interesting high school basketball this season. Bridgeland's playing Fort Bend Bush, Clear Springs, Cy Lake, Cy Springs, Grand Oaks, Houston Christian, Iowa Colony, LaPorte, Marion, May Creek, North Shore, St. Thomas Episcopal, and then Fort Bend Travis is playing as well. Friday, man. Also, I will be putting out tomorrow for anybody who needs bookings for this weekend. I'll be putting that out tomorrow. But 6:30 game is between PSAT Ridgepoint and College Park in South Houston. I don't know. It depends if I get booked, then. But if I don't get booked, I would probably check out the College Park South Houston game. I haven't got to see Inman, Buckman and company play, Jacob Oman for College Park. Normally they play Prospect. I'm about to say Prospect Expo. Preseason Jam didn't play this year. Buckman was out on visits. Inman was out on a visit. He ended up committing. Salute to that young man. Always a fun group to watch. It's gonna be interesting to see. They're probably considered top 5 in the city. Not just 6A, but if you did like a just ranking, regardless of classification affiliation, College Park is probably preseason top 5 in the city, man. I got my special guest, man. I'm gonna have to make you an intro, my guy, man. I'm gonna have to make you an intro, man. My guy, Coach Oz, what's the word, man? Uh-oh, I can't hear you, man. He getting himself together, man. He getting it right.
Mic check.
Sorry, I got you on the. Is that a blue?
Yeah,
Is that a blue?
I got
Hey,
a little snowball. Come on now.
hey, man. Yeah, man. Gotta give my guy eyes on the track, man.
Yeah, man. Come on, bro. When I heard that famous for the season, I said, why he ain't call me for the chorus, man? I could have definitely got on the chorus of that one, bro.
Yeah, man. So, eyes, real quick, man. What are you looking forward to most this high school season as a coach?
As a coach, it's always from year to year is different because the game is changing. It's ever evolving. Kids are ever evolving. But for me, I think what I'm looking forward to most is because this is my first year coaching high school basketball full time. And so I really get to put my impression on how I want the game to be played and how I know the game should be played versus how it's played today. So I'm really interested to see how my team responds to some old school coaching. You know what I mean? Like to the baseline, Coach Carter type coaching. You know, and then how they respond to how teams respond to them playing that brand of basketball, because most of our kids ain't built like that. Most of our kids ain't built to be doggish.
You ain't never lied.
I gotta kind of like program some of these kids to have a little dog in them and, you know, pride themselves on defense. You know what I'm saying? Which is what I feel like is going to help us most, because we got skill, we got, you know, IQ. We just missing a little dog. But I would love to see how we react to me and Anthony coaching old school and how they react to teams reacting to them. Okay. That's what I'm most looking forward to it in my season. Overall, as far as Houston goes, there's a lot of talent in Houston this year as far as basketball. There's a lot of talent, and every time I go to a camp or to a tournament, I'm like, where he go to school? Grand Oaks. My Lord. It's just these high schools that's just sprouting up out of nowhere and they got talent at them. Like I'm looking forward to seeing all the talent this year, man. I really am.
Same. Mr. Little, he coaches at Empowering Others Preparatory
EOP
School.
Man.
And just to kind of clear things up for people, it's not, when you hear the word prep, a lot of people get afraid of that. Because they it's a stigmatism put on prep. But if that's the case, then, you know, Straight Jesuit, it's called Straight Jesuit Preparatory School.
Hello.
But you know, but it is just a private school, no different than a Concordia Lutheran, Woodlands Christian.
I was just gonna say that
Westbury Christian, none of all those schools. There's honestly there's no difference.
Yeah. Prep and private is literally hand in hand at this point.
Yeah, because you can be a prep and be private, or you can be a prep and be a charter.
Facts.
School, and it's governed by the public. Kind of like Legacy School of Sports Sciences. Is a charter school, so it could go either way. It's just on whoever the founder and director and what they want to do. But that's it, man. They don't have a bunch of 5-star kids, and you know they didn't got a kid from Seattle, Washington, from the Bronx, from Miami, somewhere in California, and they just shipped them all in here. And teams don't want to schedule all this nonsense that takes place. Just the same as playing, you know, private high school. Now I know a lot of districts having within their Athletic, I don't want to say curriculum, but within their, athletic, what's the word I want to use? I'll say curriculum.
I mean, it's basically an athletic curriculum. It's like a plan. It's like an athletic plan for each kid. It's like basically a curriculum.
So yeah, within within a lot of districts, athletic statements, we'll use that word. They say that you're not allowed to schedule games against any private schools. Cool, got that, understand it. But you can play those schools during fall ball. You can play them at showcases and shootouts during regular seasons and tournaments during the regular season. Now, a lot of public schools still try to avoid, if they know that, okay, it's kind of split 50-50 with private and public, or if we could potentially be playing this team, and whoever's running the event, they do have to hey, this is who you will potentially be playing. So a lot of teams reject that. They say no. And so just want to throw that out there for people, because people always ask, like, how come we don't never see them play? You don't ever see them play this, play that, and that's the reason why. So you just coming on, just kind of, you didn't even know that's what you was coming. You wasn't even coming on for that. You just was coming on just to chop it up with me, honestly.
It'd be like
but
that.
I had that question like twice from two different people this week on the DMs, asking about it, because they was considering sending their kid to not ELP, but just to a private school.
I got you.
But then they don't. But then when they went and looked at the schedules, they seen that they never play against public schools. And so the exposure isn't particularly the same, because a lot of private schools just play strictly TAPS teams. Especially if you go to like those 1, 2A, 3A private schools, they really not playing nobody. And that's what they was thinking about sending when they kids. But when they seen the schedules from past, it's just, oh man, they don't even like. I mean, yeah, my son can go there. He can average 15, 20 points a game, but like, who is he playing against?
Right.
But yeah, man. But Oz, how have you been, man?
I've been good, brother. I've been good, brother. One thing that I watching the show last week, brother, I meant to tell you this. You know what I think would be a great idea?
What's that?
I think if you had a referee like Aaron or somebody and a coach on here at the same time, so we could get some clarity.
Oh yeah, we can do that.
Because I'll be confused during the game, brothers. I'll be confused, man. Because here's my question. Here's my biggest question to a referee. If you got two different teams with two, different brands of basketball that they play, how do you kind of like, how you let it be known which brand is the brand that y'all refereeing for the game? Like, how do you make up that decision? How does that come about? Does it happen within the flow of the game, or you and the other referees talking before the game? Like, I need to know, like, if I play a certain way and this other team play this other certain way, and in the middle of the game, I see you calling all the calls that aid to their brand of basketball. What am I to do with that?
That's a great question that I don't have.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't have an answer to. Mr. Little want to know too. He said, "Hey, just call the game, man."
That's what I'm saying. Just call it one way. Why does it gotta be? They playing a little bit more physical than y'all. Like, what do you mean? That don't make it the right thing. I'm sorry. I just had coming off of OTR last week, coming off of your preseason jam, bro. It was
you had two different refs.
Contrasting.
It was two different style of referees.
Two different styles of basketball being played. So it was like, man, what is going on out here? Oh, okay. Refs talk before the game. See, here come Aaron. Aaron, you the one I'm talking about, bro. I didn't want to say it, but you the one I'm talking about, bro.
So we want to know, Aaron, like,
I do, man.
If a team is a full court press playing aggressive team and the other team is okay, we're half court setting, we're not putting no pressure on the defensive end. We're gonna sit in the zone most of the time. So who do you favor the calls for? Because sometimes you can see it be favored towards a half court set is more controllable. I'm not having to run around as much, or you could see it being favored to the team who's pressing, and jumping and trapping,
playing with their hands.
Yeah, because I'm trying to get. Is it because I'm trying to get this game over quickly, like, or is it they just want to know? They just want to know, Aaron. They just want to know
that part. I would love to know.
I mean, that's a great question, though. It is. It really is. That's a good question.
Because if I can get that type of insight as a coach, it would help me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know that referees kind of distinguish the game on this.
Right.
Man. Man.
Yeah, so he just called man. He don't care who the better team, who playing what kind of style of basketball, man.
Man, say, all right, bro. This dude. Nah, but it would definitely help me as a basketball coach to know that, okay, referees kind of they make the decision on how they're reffing the game on this. So now that I know that, I'm gonna make sure my team is doing that, so I get the best side of these calls to give my team the best chance to win.
No, I got you.
I don't know. It just popped up in my brain, like there needs to be some type of conversation or red table talk of sorts with coaches and referees. I would love.
It does.
I would love to see that.
I need to get Aaron on here. I do. And I'm not going to go too
That's
deep.
A good question, Mr. Little.
This is a good question, Mr. Little. Before I get to your question, I know that this year they're going to be tough on the flopping calls.
I did see a lot of flopping.
There's going to be a lot of flopping calls called in the game. A lot of texts. It'll be more texts will be given via flopping than just kids mouthing off and all that.
I was walking
game. So to my shooters who like to shoot and kind of kick their leg out, somebody better touch you, and you fall into the ground and acting crazy, like they about to nip all that in the bud, man. So
I seen Aaron. I was walking on the sideline of CE King game, and I don't think Aaron was refereeing this game. I think he was getting ready for a game, or maybe had just gotten off the court. But kid that drove to the lane, I don't know if the kid tried to take a charge or whatever, but it was a bang play at the rim. The ref made a call, and Aaron jumped off the wall. Hey man, if you don't call the flopping call, and the dude was like, you're right. Let me change that to flopping. And I was like, oh, so that's the type of cognitive thinking that referees are going into this year. Like, okay, you're right. I do need to make sure I'm calling the flopping call. And I was surprised that I'd never seen the flopping hand motion that the referees give when somebody flops. So it was all new to me. I like it. I like it. That makes the defense have to have a little bit more integrity when playing defense.
Yeah,
so I'm not.
Yeah, both sides.
Yeah,
defense and offense, because you have a lot of shooters who they act like they get killed on every shot, or they're falling every single time they shoot the basketball, saying he's taking away my landing zone.
Very true.
But if I sit here and watch you shoot in warm-ups, like referees are gonna be paying a lot more attention to how you like shoot the basketball, like during your warm-up drills and all that. If you're not jumping far forward and kicking your legs and warm up, but then you want to do it all in the game to try to get it, we're not gonna have that. And so the new fake being fouled, as Coach Watson just put in the rule, is a game changer. But Coach Little, Mr. Little, he did used to coach AU basketball. He says, what if they see the other refs making bad calls? What do the referees do then, my brother Aaron?
These are questions we need answered, Aaron.
What do the referees do then?
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Just naturally off of the aggression, they gonna have a few more foul calls than the other team. That just makes sense.
And they should.
But here's my thing. With them getting natural foul calls, when the ball is on the other end, and maybe my team is not as aggressive as the other team, but my team is getting aggravated at the fact that maybe this other team is being overly aggressive and maybe not catching the calls, because that seems to be, I'm just speaking from personal experience, that seems to be what happens in my games a lot. My team, we're not that doggish. So what happens is, when teams are overly aggressive with us, it aggravates us, because we know how to play physical. We do. But it's when it's overly physical and the fouls aren't being called. Then when it comes to the other side, I don't have that super dog in me. So I don't know how to be overly aggressive like them, to where I can be overly aggressive and still not get a foul call. Because sometimes those overly aggressive teams, they don't get foul calls. Depending on where you at, who the referee, where he from, that overly aggressive team, as Aaron is picking up calls, maybe they're not picking up calls. So now what is the other team to do? Play as aggressive and pick up fouls, or not? Like, see what I'm saying? Like, this is all a little murky for me. I just need to know, like, and I get that you can only control you, Aaron. I get that. But my thing is, if y'all are out there together, y'all a team, bruh. I don't care if you just met that dude today. Y'all a team. Just like I got on the same colors as my team, and we gotta be on the same page. Y'all gotta be on the same page about what y'all calling, bro.
Aaron gonna say AU equals survive to the next game. We talking about high school.
Say, man.
It's not AU reference, high school reference, Aaron.
This dude.
Now, I will say this. I have seen not just Aaron, but other referees get on their colleagues, but during halftime.
Okay.
Not, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Not they don't do it like in front of everybody.
Right.
And so, like, they would get on like, hey man, you know you missed that call at the 4-minute mark in the first quarter when it should have been this, but you called that. And then since you didn't call that, the coach kind of got a little chippy with you. So then you just start calling ticky-tack foul. Hey man, we're not here to just, we're here to make sure the game flows. Like, I've heard referees do that to other referees, but they just don't do it in front of everybody.
Yeah.
They make sure they check their mechanics and all that too.
Do you think that it would help if other referees are at, like, more than just the referees on the court? If there was like one or two referees sitting in the stands that were like, maybe that were like with the referees on the floor, so that after the first quarter or at halftime, you could get an objective eye saying, hey, you missed that one. And maybe the other referees on the floor not going to tell you, because maybe they don't know. Maybe they was out of position. Maybe they didn't see. But maybe the two referees that's sitting in the stands can maybe talk to you about what they're seeing objectively. Like, no bias, no nothing. Do you think that would help?
I think that will be beneficial. But then the problem is it's a shortage of referees. And so
understood.
That's why the high school games went. They moved them from just Tuesdays and Fridays to now you got Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Fridays, Saturdays. So now you could be on a Wednesday, Saturday week, and then somebody else is on a Tuesday, Friday week. But I need that referee. He got to ref Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday.
Got you.
Because there's so many high schools popping up. We got to be able to cover, all these schools. And And then there's a lot of refs who are really, I hate to say this, but it is what it is. And I mean, Herb just kind of said it too. A lot of inadequate referees.
I was about to say
who
that
really should be doing the freshman and JV games.
Yeah.
But they're out here on varsity. They're not really ready for varsity, but because
It's
it's
moving too
a
fast for
shortage.
you.
Yeah, because it's a shortage.
Yeah,
I need them. I
get
to
it.
cover this game.
I get it.
So it could be two solid referees out there. Sometimes it could be one good ref, and the other refs are just they're not as good as that one ref. But you can't. That's not something that we can control. You know, like when now I know when UIL playoffs come around, coaches can kind of pick who they want to ref. And to me, when I found out that's something different, because I know back home you don't get to choose.
Yeah,
It's just whoever reffing is reffing.
Reffing, right?
And that's just it. And that's how it goes, man.
To Broderick Williams' point, I do agree with that. I do think it's important that coaches learn the rules, learn the referees, and that's why I try to have. Here's the thing. I like to know the refs, but not have a personal relationship with the refs. I know you, I know you, but we don't have a personal relationship to where anything bias can be going on, anything can be taken out of context, or he's giving him calls because they cool. Nah, I want to know all the refs that are reffing the games, but we don't have to have a personal relationship. But I do think it's important for me to know the rules and know the referees. Whether I go up and introduce myself, whether we have a quick little rap, little chat right before the game, like, hey, what's going on? My name is Coach Oz. I don't know, I've never seen you guys before. Just want to introduce myself, let you guys know, I'm the head coach over here at EOP Prep. Just have a civil conversation with the refs before the game starts, just so if things do get chippy in the game, you have some type of civil discourse to fall back on. Like, bro, we was just talking. Like, you know what I mean? I do think that's Roger.
Man, Herb, I can't wait. I can't wait to see you out there, Herb.
Word? Herb Baker running the sidelines, baby.
Herb gonna pull a kid to the side on the foul shop, like, look, man, you say one more crazy thing, I'm gonna smack you. Shout out to my guy Herb, man. Mr. Little, he went to Westfield High School.
Yes, sir.
My guy Oz, man.
Graduated 2009 at Westfield High School. 2007, we were ranked 13 in the nation. Top 7 guys went D1 on the team. Coach was Larry Brown, who the year after that got a college job. So that'll kind of tell you what level we was playing at. But yeah, I mean, Westfield High School, home of the Mustangs.
Yes, sir, man. No, I got you, Herb, man. They're trying to be a part of the solution.
Nah, we need more people like that, Herb.
Yes.
We need more people like you to be part of the solution, man, and stop just complaining about the problem like me.
Yeah, man. Man, Oz, what you jamming right now, bro? What's
other than G-Day Scout album? My fault. My bad. I got to plug my boy. I definitely am listening to that. It's a car. You got a car riding album.
Man, I appreciate that, man.
You got one of them things I can just put on in the car and let it ride. All right. Other than that, that future mixtape was kind of hard.
I liked it a little bit.
J. Cole and T Grizzly just dropped a song.
Yeah, I like that.
Fire. And I'm gonna tell you somebody who I never really gave a chance like that, but I'm glad I did on this project. Lil Tecca's project kind of go. And I'm gonna tell you what it remind me of. It remind me of like a Travis Scott and Future put together the way, you know how Travis Scott on his albums, every song kind of flow into the next one, like the transitions. Lil Tecca's album is like that. All the songs kind of transition into each other, which I like. I'm big on production. I'm big on sound. I'm big on the music part. So when stuff like that flows and I can't tell when the song changed, I pick up my phone. I find out we on song number 8 and it feel like it's the same song. Oh yeah, I like that.
No, that's what's up, man. I ain't heard the Lil Tecca. I'm gonna have to check that one out.
Yeah, give him a try, man. One of the kids told me to give him a try, and I was like, man, let me give my boy a try. And I was like, okay, it's hitting on something.
Okay. I'm gonna have to check that out, man.
Herb on that old school. Hey, them what you 1, 2, 3, 4, them 4 right there don't never leave the playlist. They're staples. They got residency in the playlist.
Did you check out the Baby's new project? I haven't.
Yes, and it's trash. I'm sorry.
Okay, thank you.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, not sorry.
What about the Moneybagg Yo? I ain't listened to that one yet either.
I haven't heard Moneybagg Yo's project yet.
Okay. Yeah, I've been jamming Manolo. I ain't gonna lie.
Oh man, the chick from Houston.
Yeah, she tough.
Yeah. I heard she was hard. I've heard is the stuff that come on the radio.
She got some bars.
Hey, James Littles, that was the best Westfield team probably ever put together. That team was probably the best skill-wise team put together ever. With Pierre Beasley, Chris Hagan, we had Josh Simmons, we had 6'7", 6'8", 3-man from Louisiana. You had Albert Turley on that team. Ray Meach was on that team. Shout out my boy Ray Meach. Ray Meach was on that team. I was starting on JV getting buckets that year, but the next year I was on varsity.
Broderick, no man, I sent Good Vision an invitation for the preseason jam because y'all played in it the past 2 years. But I was told that y'all was playing in the OTR event because Sloan did it the same weekend. I don't shun prep, private, public. If you want to play, we're gonna roll the ball out and hoop, man.
We definitely got some good games. We got some good games. Our prep program got some damn good run that weekend, boy. I appreciate it.
Yeah. But yeah, no, that the Manolo and then the Leon Thomas a little bit, R&B. That's on the R&B side.
Boy, hey man, you deep in your bag with Leon Thomas.
Yeah, and then Gallant dropped a new project. It was
you on the R&B tip? Hold on, bro.
Oh yeah, man.
Oh man, that's 80% of my playlist is R&B. I man.
Yeah, me too.
Just to listen to it.
Me too, man. I like the new school R&B, but ain't nothing like the old school R&B, man.
Nah, and that's a good point. Like the new school is definitely putting their own twist on R&B, and it hits. It just don't hit that one spot that the 90s R&B hit.
Yeah, it don't, man. And so I say that to say it's a group called BYGB, like some young high school kids, right? They've like famous on TikTok. Okay. And so they did a cover of Silk's Lose Control. And then they did a cover of one of R. Kelly songs. But people had no clue. Like people thought this was their songs. As soon as I heard my daughter play, I'm like, oh no, that's Silk. She's like, that ain't no Silk, so I had to play it for her. The Lose Control. She's like, oh, I was like, yeah, that ain't a.
Yeah, that's a sample. They got that from somebody.
Yeah. No, they doing worth like cover. The cover of it is just that it's one of them songs that kind of get underplayed. And so
yeah. It's a B-side.
Yeah. There you go. So you would never know. Then the R. Kelly joint. I was like, man, that's an old R. Kelly song. Like public announcement R. Kelly.
Oh, okay.
Like song. And then I played for her. She was like, oh, damn, I know. I said, yeah, like I said, this is how a lot of like groups, that's how they get on. Like, we'll do a cover, make it sound new. And and everybody like, oh man, that's a hit. And I mean, they did justice to the songs, but it's only one Silk, man.
It just don't sound the same, man.
It's only one Silk, man.
Man,
It is. And then I told it, like, you can't listen to Silk. You stay with the BYGB, whatever they call it. When you become an adult, then you can start listening to some Silk. And so I brought that up also to ask, when is it okay for you to let your kids listen to specific type of music? At what age is it okay? Now, we was in high school. We was bumping Silk, bro. You know?
Yeah.
And they was talking some talk.
I had H-Town on my MP3 player.
Yes. Just all the groups back then, your Jodeci's, your H-Town, your Drew Hills, like, they was talking talk, Jagged Edges. But nowadays,
Roderick, I agree. I'm not going for it. I'm not going for it.
How? Like when do you let them listen to that? Like, when? I mean, I don't know. I'm asking because, like, I told her, like, you can't listen to, and she wanted to know, like, I can't.
How old is she?
She's 16, bro.
Ooh.
But you ain't ready for Silk, man. Like, and we know this is a basketball show, but this is music is part of basketball to me. But
facts. Rhythm. What you mean?
But
basketball is
Silk.
16. What is she? A sophomore?
Junior? About to be 17.
Oh, I would say stuff like hard. We're gonna call that hardcore R&B. that ain't regular R&B. Silky. Hey man,
there you go.
That's hardcore R&B.
Hardcore R&B, boy. Because I mean, not because nowadays, like, you know, they're pretty direct in the music, in today's music. Although Silk wasn't direct, it was like,
man,
super panty dropper, bro. Like, was I ready for Silk, Mr. Little? I was, because I was wild. I was wild.
Man, was I ready? I was.
I definitely was ready.
Oh
boy.
my god!
And I think I used to think I could sing back then.
Oh my!
That was a part of my game, Mr. Little. Get on the phone and start singing the lyrics. Boy, part of my game.
The callback tone. Boy, when we put music on the voicemail and the callback tone, say man,
yes, sir.
Wee. It was a different time, man. Different time.
It was, but no, for real. Like, when is it okay to introduce a hardcore R&B?
I think here's my answer to that. I think every kid will be different, because if you have a kid that don't have let's just say kid growing up without a father, right? So he's having to learn things a few years before everybody else.
Okay.
Just off of natural, I don't have a father. I'm doing things. I'm out here. You know what I mean? Versus a kid that may have both parents and a little sheltered and ain't really heard no hardcore R&B like that. They just used to Chris Brown, Lil Jacquees here and there. They ain't used to take them panties off. They not used to that. I would say on a kid like that's been sheltered, you doing the right thing. Probably about 16, 17, when you get out this house type vibe. But
I was gonna tell her when she graduated college, man.
Oh my god, G-Day! Oh my god. Let this girl live her life.
Dang, man.
Oh, I know it's girls too. Oh,
it is. God. It's tough with a girl.
Oh, I'm so glad I got a son.
Man, I sound like a bad parent, man.
No, you don't. You sound like an overprotective parent, which ain't bad. It's just protective.
Because with my son, I don't like whatever.
I'm telling you, it's the girls, man. It's the girls.
But with my daughter, I'm like, nah.
Nah, my girl will be out here in sweatpants and a turtleneck year round. I promise you. I'm not going for none of that. But I can't. I'm not mad at you for doing it how you doing it. I can't dispute that. I mean, and you know why I think it's different. You was ready. Okay, I got it. It just made sense to me in my brain. Why you was ready and you don't feel your kids ready.
I grew up different.
Social media.
I mean, and that, bro.
It's social media.
We didn't have.
You didn't have no social media. You didn't get to see. It wasn't as visual with you. With these kids, everything visual. So you a little skeptical because as soon as they start listening to the music, it's a slippery slope.
No, it is
very slippery slope. What we expose our kids to is always it's always tough because if you know how kids work, you know they only operate off of what they exposed to.
That's true.
That's their world. Their world is what they're exposed to. I'll give you the example. If you come in with a bag of candy and the kid see the bag of candy, he now knows that's the standard. So when he go in there and get a piece, he gonna constantly ask for another piece and another piece because he's seen the bag. But if I hide the bag from him, come in with one piece, he gonna think that's it. He not gonna ask for no more. And even if he do ask for some more, and I say I ain't got none, he okay with that because he ain't seen no more. So he operating off of what he saw, what he exposed to. All of these kids operate like that on every other level. As soon as you expose them to something, now now what else? What else is there? Can I have some more? I like that.
No, that's true. Mr. Little, man. I made him ready, Mr. Little. That was a game changer, man. Like
I bet it was, boy.
That was a game changer, man. But yeah, no social media for us. Like I couldn't imagine, honestly. Like,
man, piece of paper and a cassette tape, boy.
Yeah, I couldn't imagine. Like, they like the FaceTime, like, and would sit there and the phone is just showing the ceiling. Like, so it's showing her ceiling, it's showing her friend's ceiling. It'd be like 4 of them on there. It's just showing their ceilings. So what's the point of the FaceTime? Like, why are y'all on FaceTime? Y'all can just call each other regularly. Like,
oh God, what's the point?
It don't need to be on FaceTime. It's just showing the ceiling. Like, man. I couldn't do that. I couldn't imagine being in high school and a girl calling me on FaceTime trying to see where I'm at, what I'm doing.
Mr. Melvin, we couldn't be on the phone and be on the internet in the same house at the same time.
Man, you could not.
Come on, man.
Not with AOL.
Or let my mama pick up the phone from downstairs. Boy, get off this phone. Oh, dog it. Come on, man.
Next day at school, your mom sound mean.
Oh my God, that's exactly what happened. Well, your mama came on the phone mean last night. My bad, my fault. I thought she was asleep.
Man, tying up the phone on 3-way phone calls, man.
Ooh, boy. That was my era, man. I feel like I experienced every point of technology. Like when there was nothing, I was there. When we had AOL and dial-up, I was there. When we had free nights and weekends on the T9 phones,
boy.
On the T9 phones, and we didn't even have no keyboard back then. It was T9. If you wanted to hit Z, you had to hit 9 4 times. And then I came up in the era where, okay, the internet is here. We can now get directions. We can print out the directions as far as where we want to go, right? I got a little digital camera now. I can upload my little digital camera photos. Boom, YouTube happens. Now I can upload videos. Boom, cell phones happen. Boom, FaceTime happen. It's like, bro, I watched this thing literally go from nothing to everything. It's
No,
crazy.
that's facts. That's true. I didn't even think about it like that. 'Cause I
lived
remember
through
when
it
I
all.
had a pager, bro. Like,
Oh, I forgot about two ways and pagers.
yeah, like page me and then I'll go to walk to the corner to get on the payphone.
Oh, I had to page my uncle a few times. 911.
Yeah,
Dang.
pagers, two-way pagers.
Corded phones, bro. We couldn't go too far from the phone.
You know, over in the Middle East, they still use pagers. Like pager is the main way
Because it can't be
communicate
tracked. Can't
because
be
it
tracked like
can't.
that.
Yes,
I'm already knowing. I'm already hip.
yeah, they be on it, boy.
Hey, Melvin, the Sidekick and the Sidekick 2 were two of the best phones I've ever had in my life. Just want to put that out there.
Yeah.
Sidekick
My
forever
favorite
goated.
phone was the BlackBerry.
Oh, I had a BlackBerry Pearl, boy.
Yeah, that was my favorite phone.
Damn, boy, it took me back with that one.
Yeah, so I just wanted to know as far as parenting, man.
Yeah, that's tough, man. You got a girl. Good luck, brother.
Yeah. Like certain things, you know, you want to expose them, but you don't want to overexpose them. And then especially if you know how you was, then you try to be super protective.
Yeah.
Of your kids, man.
Some dogs out here, man.
Oh, it is. It is, man. Good. I mean, I'm glad that she had cousins and a brother, and like, because when I'm putting on game, it's kind of like, okay, whatever, Dad, But when she see her brother doing everything under the sun, and cousins her same age, and so she's now it's like, okay, I recognize
and all
the
her
game.
friends and all
Yeah.
her friends is doing it. And they're like, why you not doing
Yeah.
this, and why your
And
daddy
then
not letting you? And it's like,
and she'd be like, "Oh, he just run the game on you." And so, a lot of her friends used to always try to say she was hating and all this.
mhm.
And then now, oh, you was right. That she be getting them calls. I'd just be like,
yeah. Raising kids in this era, this day and age, tough.
it is, man. It is.
Tough.
It is very much so.
Hey, Melvin, it wasn't nothing like clapping that mug together when you hanging up on somebody. Oh my God! Get off my phone. Clap, clap.
So let them know you meant it.
What? Clap, clap. I ain't talking to you no more. Clap, clap. Ooh.
I used to push the antenna down on my flip phone. Talking about, I ain't got no good reception.
Can you imagine today? Hello? I can't hear you. Hold on, let me pull my antenna up. Yeah, I can hear you better now. Can you imagine, bro? Oh man, that's crazy.
That's crazy, man. All right, so y'all operate on a different schedule than public school. When is y'all first official game?
Our first official game is November. Hold on, let me.
Okay. So still November.
Yeah, it's November. It's November. It's a little longer than everybody else's, but it start around the same time.
Okay.
November 13th, I think.
Okay. Well, I know like TAPS, they can start that first, like November the 1st.
Mm-hmm.
And then like UIL, they gotta wait till November the 8th.
Yeah.
So I didn't, and I know that y'all don't, since you don't really have no true affiliation outside the SWAC.
Yeah.
I didn't know when y'all official first game happened to take place.
Technically, we can schedule some official first games before then if we wanted to, but it just doesn't make sense because you're still trying to prep and get ready for the season while rushing to it, and you're not ready yet, and you risk putting losses on your records all because you're trying to get in more games.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't make sense.
It doesn't. All right, now earlier I was harping on kids who have offers on the table,
Mm-hmm.
and it's about to be October. College basketball's about to be in full swing. what you're around the kids you're around the high school kids more than I am. Why do you think a lot of kids wait until it's too late?
You know, I would like to think they wait because there's a hope, maybe a false hope that you get one bigger. When I say bigger, meaning a higher level scholarship. But what's not, I don't think these kids are realizing that when a school offers you, they want you. You kind of want to go where you want it, and you want to get there kind of quick to show them that you want them too. Because what you do when you hold off, and it kind of puts a salt in a situation like, damn, what you wait so long for? Like you wasn't really committed to us like we was committed to you. And I'm not saying jump on the first offer you get. That's not what I'm saying. You're supposed to weigh your options. I get that. But your question was this late in the game. When the school season is about to start, you got to offer now. You should probably go ahead and commit now. From me being around kids and seeing how this whole thing goes, I'm talking to some of the kids and I'm like, "What's going on? What we doing?" I just want to see if I get another one. Like, come on, bro! Like, clock ticking, my boy.
And then I don't think they understand also that scholarships have expiration dates.
Hello, I don't get that.
They don't last forever. And I know we always talk about it as if you are trying to get the girl. And so if the girl showing you signs that she wants you, but you don't really want her per se, I'm gonna see if I can get somebody better. But you just you playing around, messing around with the girl, and then she move on. But you still thinking like, shoot, I got shorty on the hip. Like, all I gotta do is make the phone call. Like, yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready to commit.
Man, she
commit to what? Like,
wee.
I'd have found something else.
That's exactly how it be. Will you cheat that?
So
I treat that school like the ugly chick?
Players to take it serious. Yeah, I want them to take it serious, man. Don't play around with it. Like I said earlier in the show, I know I see the numbers is up, and I'll repeat it again. Like I talked to a D1 coach just the other day, and like he said, we're only taking one high school kid, and they already got him. Like he don't care how good somebody else is. Okay, we got our one high school kid. He's locked in. We straight JUCO and portal. From here until the season's over. JUCO, portal. That's it.
Yeah.
Because I need, and like he said, I need somebody who's ready to play.
Come on.
I don't need somebody who I gotta kind of mold and teach. We're willing to take one or two, but we're more so looking at who's ready to play right now.
Facts.
And these kids have to understand this is the livelihood for these coaches.
That's one part of this. I don't think they I don't think they don't understand it just because of lack of understanding. I don't think they have the ability to understand because they're not grown. They don't understand how lives work and how livelihoods and jobs work. They don't get that part yet. They don't get that my family eat off of the decisions I make about who to bring to this school, who to play, how to play. My family eat, my lights got to stay on based on these decisions. Like I don't think they understand that.
That's true. I never looked at it that way as far as them looking at it as an adult decision. A lot of kids do not look at it that way because they're so used to depending on their parents, and so they're not out here making adult decisions at 16, 17, 18, 19 years old.
But if you had a little practice, if some parents was kind of molding their soon to be college athlete, because you don't get to be a college athlete overnight. You can kind of see this happening. You can see the potential early. So if I can see the potential that this kid may have college ability, as a parent, you should start letting that kid make some decisions around that house, around his life, so that when the decision comes to go to school, he know how to do it. I get it. I understand every aspect of this decision. I understand my aspect and what lies on my decision. And I also understand that the people offering me this also have something to lose here. Their jobs are on the line. They got kids, they got a house, they got families, sick family members. They got to take whatever their situation is. Their livelihood is lying on me coming to this school and doing good, doing what I'm supposed to be doing.
Facts. That's true. That's true. And I'm glad that you pointed that out, because a lot of parents don't allow their kids to make decisions.
Nope. Like to hold their hand.
Yeah, you can't. Like,
we hate to see them fall. We don't want to see our baby fall.
Hey man, it is what it is. I tell people this with Lil Jeff all the time, man. Hey, he a grown man. Like, he gotta live with consequences.
Whoo, boy. I remember when I heard that for the first time.
It just is what it is. I mean, we started with him at a young age. I mean, we let our daughter make decisions. I'm not gonna let her listen to no Silk though. But we let her make decisions, and let her know, hey, consequences for you chose to do this, there's consequences. It may not come from us. There's consequences in this world, because you have to raise your kid. I mean, nobody wants to die, but you have to prepare your kids to be able to live on, to be able to make decisions, to know the rights from wrongs, to know, okay, this is, even though I have the money to get this, I can't get it right now because I have to have some rainy day set to the side. There's lessons that we have to teach our kids to prepare them to go into college and into young adulthood, and we're crippling them. But then this don't have to do with basketball no more. But then we wonder why the unemployment rate is so high. Why everybody wants to be now an entrepreneur, because I just want to work for myself. It's not even that I have a vision to do something that's going to be great. It's just I don't want to work for nobody, because I don't want nobody telling me what to do. Because I've done lived a life, my whole life, where my mom and dad did everything for me, and I never had to answer to nobody. It just was always given to me. But now there is no mom and dad. I don't want to work for nobody, because I don't know how to deal with people. So I just want to work for myself. I'm just going to find something to do to where I could just work for myself.
I'm not even sociable. I don't even know how to socialize.
I don't know how to socialize.
Here's how I'll put that to a kid that may be watching, or maybe to an adult that may be trying to understand a little bit better. And I tell kids this about the game of basketball all the time. I use this analogy all the time, but this analogy not only goes with basketball, it goes with real life. My job, not only as a coach, but as a parent, my job as both of those things is to equip my team or my children with tools. Now, it's hard to do that as a parent, because as a parent, when you look at this world, you don't know what your kid gonna have to deal with when you gone. So it's hard to equip them with tools for a job that you don't even know what tools is going to be required of that job. But your job is to do that. It's like if your kid had a tool belt with all of these different things you've given them. we kind of cripple our kids by not putting those tools in their tool bag, not knowing when they're gonna need to use them. We only like to equip the kid with the tool when the job comes. Oh snap, something happening. Hey, you're gonna need this. Let me talk to you. Instead of giving, if that kid had that tool a year ago, you wouldn't have to. He would look at that job and say, I know what tool that job needs. The Jacksaw hammer you gave me last year. You see what I'm saying? Like, my job as a parent to my son is put every tool in his toolkit that I know he's gonna need or don't know he's gonna need. Maybe I don't know you're gonna need this. I'm gonna give it to you anyway, just in case that problem comes in the future. I may be dead and gone, but I need you to know how to handle it. It's the same thing with these kids on the basketball floor. It's the very same thing. I tell my kids all the time, y'all, I'm a construction worker. All of y'all are tools. All of y'all do something different. No two of y'all do the same thing. Every game we play is a different job that's going to require different tools. Stop asking me why I ain't playing this game. I didn't need you this game. I didn't need my flathead screwdriver. This wasn't one of them jobs. I needed Phillips. I needed the Phillips. So I rode with the Phillips all game this game. Next game, I may need the flathead. Who knows? Your job is to stay ready though. Because if your integrity as a tool is gone, I can't use you even if I needed you.
Because then you're dull. You're no good.
You're no good to me. You got to stay sharp for when I need you. Same thing.
That's big. I like that.
Same thing. Life and basketball. It's the same. Literally goes hand in hand.
I like that. Before we get out of here, Mr. Duke said, does it hurt or help when a parent has never been around the recruiting process before or played college sports? Yes and yes, yes. Mr. Duke, because
they have no clue, no perspective.
Then this is when we see parents putting their trust into people who have been through it, but just because they've been through it, the way that they got recruited is not the same way that your son is going to get recruited.
Facts.
Just because they was a McDonald's All-American and your son, it's not the same treatment. They didn't have NIL back then, and now it's NIL now. So there's a big difference. But yes, a lot of parents seem to run and jump and lean on those type of people, and they end up putting the kids in bad situations because that person has been reared to look at basketball as strictly business. So they're looking at not the business of your son, but the business of me, because basketball is business for me. So it's not what your son can get out the situation.
Yep.
It's what I'm going to get out.
What can your son help me do?
And so he may seem like a good dude. He may been down this road before, but for him, it's strictly business. And then parents end up getting burnt, and then they get upset because of the business of basketball that they missed out on. Yep. Because somebody else wanted a particular something in order to try to secure this kid to a certain university. And it didn't even happen, but they still got a little something out of it anyway. And so yes, a lot of parents are misled because they have never been through this process before. And even though they may have been taught that everything that glitter ain't gold, when it glitters, it's gold to them.
Facts.
When it's glitter, it's gold. I can just speak on when Lil Jeff was being recruited. You know, a lot of coaches will. I said, you're not recruiting me. Yeah, but you recruiting him. Whatever decision, guess what? Life lessons. Whatever decision he make, that's on him.
He's gonna have to
I'm
roll
not
with
going
that.
to the school to play basketball. He's coming to the school to play basketball.
Yep.
I just tell him what questions to ask.
Mm-hmm.
You don't need to recruit me. You got to recruit his mama, his aunties, uncles. He ain't got no handler. You got to recruit. It's what he wants to do. And guess what? He make the wrong decision. He got to live with that. And he got to be able to recognize, you know what? I made a bad decision.
That's very true. That's very true. Ain't nobody got to sleep at night but him with that decision.
I'm definitely not losing no sleep over that.
Come on now.
Only thing I've done lost sleep over is college football because I'll be throwing a lot of interceptions. And I wonder how come I can't never intercept the ball, but the computer can intercept every single pass, bro. I done turned sliders down, everything. They still out here. I'm like,
you turn the sliders down.
Come on,
oh my God. Hey man, I know the feeling, boy. I left one game 7 picks. I said, yeah, I need to switch up. I need to switch. I ain't going QB no more.
Practices and everything. Practicing against my own team, intercepting the ball. I got so mad. I was like, hold on, y'all don't do that, but I'm playing. Y'all want to intercept me in practice in the game? Y'all ain't trying to intercept nothing.
Oh my God, boy. Hey man, that's facts though. Hey man, one thing I'm gonna say before we go, one thing I'm gonna say to parents, and I don't know how to say this. It just is in my head, so I'm gonna put it the best way I know how. Parents, when you're watching your child, son or daughter, play the game of basketball, and you may see something you didn't like. You may have another coach come up, maybe an AAU coach or something, that come up to you and tell you, hey, why isn't Donovan, or why isn't Michael, or why isn't young CJ doing this? He's good at this. Why doesn't the coach have him doing this? Here's the thing, parents. You may be able to see, hey, my kid ain't doing what I know he good at, or the coach doesn't have my kid in this position. Why is he always over here? Look at your kid when he's on defense. Look at your kid when he doesn't have the ball in his hands. Ask your kid, what is your responsibility in this situation? If he says, yeah, Mom, I missed that assignment a few times, or I was out of position a few times here or there, there's your answer. There is your answer as to why everything else isn't happening the way you think it should. It's because, hey, he having a few mental lapses on offense here. Hey, he's out of position on defense here. Hey, he can't guard nobody one-on-one. Or, hey, he can't remember the plays. All of these nuanced things go into how your kid is used on the floor. You may see your kid shoot lights out in the driveway when he get home. That don't mean that translates to the school game. That don't mean he's going to get an opportunity to shoot that shot in a school game, because he's not on the floor.
In the driveway, ain't nobody guarding you, man.
I can get my little sister out there to knock down 50 jumpers in the driveway. But it's different when we out here. So parents, I need us, I say us because I'm a parent too. I need us to look at your kid and your kid's game when he doesn't have the ball, when he's not in a scoring position. And then I want you to ask your kid, what are some of your bad habits that you have, whether it's in the game or at practice? And those will be real indicators as to why you don't think your son is doing what you think he should be doing.
A lot of kids don't even know how to be in scoring position.
I have to say that because a parent may not know the game like we know the game, and they just looking like, why my son not coming off that screen to shoot that ball? Why my kid not in the game right now? He's been having a great game. Like, it's hard for some parents to look at the game like that and then be like, well, why isn't my kid in these situations to score? Well, your kid doesn't know how to be in that situation. Your kid is always out of position over here, so his opportunities on the other end are limited. Your kid, I mean, the trust. Parents don't even understand that the trust of the other team, the other teammates, everybody else on the team, their trust in your kid has a lot to do with if your kid sees opportunities on the floor. Whether that's the kid passing to him and he dribbled the ball off his foot, whether that's, hey, I didn't see you hit 30 jumpers, but you didn't miss 3 in a row, so I'm not passing it to you on this 4th one. I'll live with what I can do. A lot of parents don't get these type of nuanced things about the game that really, if you're just looking at it, you'd be like, dang, look like they're doing Buddy wrong, or they're not using Buddy right. There's reasons why. I mean, no coach is just going to sit and watch a kid be strong at something and not put him in the position to be successful unless he's a bad coach. But there's got to be other things, whether that's he don't never be engaged at practice. He always on the sidelines yapping at practice, which is why he don't get the opportunities in the game. But mama don't never come to practice. Mama can't see practice. Mama pick up little CJ on the way home from practice, say, hey, how was practice? He say, oh, it was good.
Facts.
He didn't say I wasn't engaged on the sideline. I had to run 2 suicides. He didn't tell you that. I just want to put that out there for all the parents that's, maybe I just hear a lot. I'm hearing a lot of parents talking to other coaches about their kid instead of talking to the coach that coach your kid about your kid. Hey, you coaches got something to say. Everybody else got something to say instead of you just going to ask the coach, hey, what are some of my kids' bad habits? What are some of the things that are hindering him from being on the floor? That's all it takes. I just want to put that out there, GD. I'm sorry.
No, that was good, man. That was just being honest and being real, and being transparent. And that's so there is a big lack in that within the basketball community. And then when you are a transparent person, then people
don't like that.
They don't fool with you. They have bad things to say about you. But really, you just being honest and just keeping it real with them, which is why I tell people, if you really want to know, don't ask. Don't ask me.
Mr. Little say I got the Pastor Rob on me today.
You can ask whoever you want to ask, but don't. If you really want to know, don't come ask me. Mr. Dooley, before we go, I will answer this. If you promise me, that's why this is why I said recruitment is different now. You got money. Money has always been involved, but money is involved with NIL. Mm-hmm. So if you promised me on a contract that I was going to get XYZ amount of money, and you not giving me that, I'm boycotting. I'm not. It's like I'm not finna go to work and I get paid. I'm going to work as a football player. I came here expecting a paycheck to play this game. I'm not being compensated what I was supposed to be getting compensated. I'm not going to play.
Facts, Herb. Facts. That's crazy.
I don't get why people are upset at this kid and thus players. If I signed a contract stating this and you're not meeting that obligations, I'm not playing. This isn't the days are old where me going to school was good enough.
So he signed an NIL deal for a certain amount of money
Yeah,
and didn't get it.
yeah. And it did not say he had to have a certain amount of touchdowns, passing yards, or this or that. It just said this is what since you decide to come here, this is what we're gonna give you.
That's crazy.
So will we see it on the basketball court? I don't know. I don't know, Mr. Dubs. I don't think so, but I don't know.
I don't think so. I don't think so. I honestly don't think so. I think people.
I think they bit off too much.
Yeah.
Honestly, that's what I honestly feel like.
I don't think it's gonna last. I don't think this is gonna last. Honestly.
Yeah. They're trying to say it was a verbal agreement, Herb, but he's saying he got a paper.
Yeah,
but I don't. But I honestly feel that they feel that they told that they to try to secure this kid. I'm gonna give you this much, but
say it.
But they don't. They know that they ain't got that much to give. So don't listen. If I can't, if I'm recruiting the Oz and Oz is like, look, man, I need 80K a year, right? And I'm like, dang, I'm already paying so and so. You know, we got maybe 40 left. Okay, dang, Oz, I can't afford you, even though you fit our program well. I just can't afford you at this time. I got to go a different route. And me saying, okay, Oz, we got you, bro. We got you. And then I'm trying to drag you through the mud, but you like, hold on, bro. You said 80K, bro. Like, you only gave me 10. You can have this helmet. You can have this football until I get my money.
Yeah. I get that. If you sign for some money, I think I feel like you're supposed to get that.
That's why I say it's different. Your kid is not on the same level as these kids. You can have one good game against Oz. I'm using Oz. We're gonna say Oz is about to go to the University of Arkansas, and they giving Oz almost 6 figures to come play college basketball.
Running back left too?
But then I get the better of Oz in a high school game, right? I have a better game than you, Oz. That doesn't mean I'm a better player than you. I just had a better game, bro. That's it. Yeah. So now here I am, this NIA player talking about, oh man, I'm D1, man. I gotta get paid 80 to 100K. And then I'm mad at everybody else in life because no D1 offered me, no D2 offered me. The NAIA school that I was gonna go to, they done moved on. And now, you know, I gotta go to barber school and I gotta do all this. And I'm not saying anything wrong with going to barber school. But there was a road and a path that I could have took that could have potentially landed me where I thought I was gonna be. But because I got the better of Oz one game, I felt that I was the better player. And that's how a lot of parents think. And that's how a lot of people think. And I keep trying to say recruitment is different. It's not just we're bringing you here for a free education. You getting a free education and you getting paid to play. It's a little different now.
Yeah.
I'm not just forking over money to any old body. Like we said earlier, my job's on the line every day. I got a certain expectation. Heck, I barely made my job. I'm coaching U of H on college football. They just wanted me to win 5 games to keep my job. That's what it said. If I win 5 games, you can keep your job. I won 5 games. Barely was able to keep my job.
That's crazy. This NIL thing is it's not gonna last. I give it another 5 years.
It's tough, man. When you gotta pay these kids.
You do.
You have to,
and
pay
it's not
them.
like
And
even the last kid on the bench. Let's say the last kid on the bench that don't never touch the field.
he getting something.
It's not. It ain't even that he's getting something. It
ain't even gotta be a lot. It ain't even gotta be a lot.
Before he's not even able to go get no money. If he's Nelson Newman and don't never touch the floor, he gonna get paid off of Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, just off his personality. So it's like, how do you like, if the last kid on the bench is getting 50,000 and you told the quarterback he was getting 80 and you only gave him 10 and he bounced.
That's all I had to give, man.
Oh man, it's all bad.
But like Coach Bunn said, you got to read the fine print on them NIL deals.
Got to, because they'll definitely try to put some in on you.
You got to read the fine print, man. That's with any contract.
Facts. Let me see what my fantasy team doing, man. Hold on.
Yeah, man. I'm winning right now.
Hold on.
Hopefully I hold on to this. Look, anybody playing in the ball so hard, shot clock, fantasy football, I got a trade for y'all. Y'all can have Gus Edwards. I'll take the worst player.
Trying to get off Gus.
I would take the worst player you have over
man.
Edwards, bro. You can have him. Set him on the end of your bench, bro. I don't want him at all, man.
Oh yeah, I'm winning this one.
I try to release him. They told me I gotta wait till Monday to Tuesday. I'll trade him today. Whoever what Gus Edwards. He may start playing good.
He might. He just might. You never know. I'm winning right now, man. Good. I'm straight. And my Texas got a dub today. Hey, man, it's a good day. 3-1. In the month of September, man. We straight.
NBA preseason start Friday.
Oh man, I'm so happy, bro.
Celtics and Nuggets, Timberwolves and Lakers. I mean, I know it's just preseason ball, but do you expect? And then we done for real.
All right.
They made this Lakers game a prime time. Like I'm talking about during the peak hour, 7:30 p.m. Western time.
On a Friday or a Saturday, huh?
On a Friday.
I knew it.
Prime time game. Preseason. Nothing else is going on in the city of Los Angeles, right? But the Lakers. Oh Bronny James is going to make his debut. How packed is it going to be?
It's definitely going to be packed. It's definitely going to be packed.
For people to just go see Bronny, bro.
Yeah, that's all. That man, if I'm him, I make that I'm going hard. I'm going to get buckets in the preseason if I'm Bronny, bro. Man. Everybody's going to be there. There's nothing else going on in the city. It's prime
Nothing
time.
else is going on during the peak hours of a Friday night in a major city. Talk about strategy marketing.
Dumb packed. And not just for the city of LA, for everybody in the nation that want to watch this.
Oh yeah, because it's gonna be on NBA TV. Like they're probably gonna have one of the biggest viewerships on that day.
Oh yeah, that's a W for the city though. I mean, it's gonna make them a lot of. I swear, these cities. You're right. This is a play, and it's a play to bring them money. Everybody finna get outside on a Friday. Bronny playing. Everybody outside.
Yep.
Everybody going somewhere to watch the game or going to the game.
The game was originally supposed to be on Sunday. was moved to Friday because there's nothing else going on. Strategy and marketing, bro.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. The fix is in. Hey man, I enjoyed myself again, brother.
Oh man, I appreciate you for hopping on, man.
Yes, sir, man.
And once again, man, Houston can have a women's NBA team. I'm gonna keep standing on that. The market is definitely there. Indiana, and I like the city of Indianapolis. I do. I like the city of Indianapolis. I've been multiple times. It's not a big market city, but they killed on revenues this year from Caitlin Clark, bro. Every game sold out.
Hey, bro, can I just throw a hypothetical out?
Yes.
Let's just say the Comets make a comeback, and they go get Juju.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh my God, that would be great.
The market is there. It is there. The market is definitely there.
I really do hope that Houston reinvest in the W. I really do. I really do. Knowing that we started this, knowing that we the OGs, 4P, 4 years, first 4 is ours. Man, yeah, we deserve it. We deserve it. We deserve to have a legit, not just an old rinky-dink W team. We deserve to have a legit W team. Legit. They good. Like, you got to come see us. He said the Bulls ain't Juju.
Hey, man, get off my Bulls, man. Mr. Dudes, you clowning, man.
Damn, bro. Hey, they might use Juju. I ain't gonna lie.
Man, we could use anybody right now.
I'm about to say, I ain't got nobody.
Before we go, 2 things. Shout out to Derrick Rose and his retirement, man.
Yes, sir. And I had, hold on, before you continue, I had kids trying to play Derrick Rose at EOP last week, and I'm here to, hey, look at me in my eyes, fellas.
They thought that they could play against Derrick Rose in a one-on-one.
No, they was trying to tell me Derrick Rose wasn't generational.
Oh, wow.
Like, what? Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, you good, man. No, big. I'm just congratulations on your whole career. A lot of people would have gave up after the first 2 injuries.
Right.
But you kept coming back. You kept playing. You was willing to take, Rose to be, just kind of be like the old veteran coach on a roster, just because of your love for the game, man.
Mm-hmm.
And that's rare to find somebody who was once a star.
Mm-hmm.
And then because of injuries and age, and they're not able to do the same thing, but they can still give to the game. And so I definitely wanted to, shout out to D Rose for that.
Yes, sir.
And then Coach Goffney, we still praying for you, praying with your family. We wish you the best, man, that you get back to 100% full health, man. Coach G of Westfield High School, man. He's a big time supporter. I reached out when I first heard about it. Anything that we could do to help, to support, let us know. He's definitely one of the coaches when we call and say we coming. He definitely makes sure the red carpet is rolled out whenever we walk through Westfield High School, man.
Man, I love my school, boy. Woo! I'm sorry.
But yeah, big shout out, Coach G, man. Praying that you get back healthy. Before we go, man, always be sure to pay it forward to somebody. It don't always have to be financial. It could just be kind words. You just never know who's going through what or what's going on in anybody's life, man. But pay it forward. Oz, I appreciate you for hopping on, man. Helping me
sir.
Take up some time, because it would have been like a 30-minute show and it would have been out of minute gone.
I felt it as soon as you said, "Hey, my boy." I was like, "Yeah, let me go ahead and get in here."
Yeah, and that's just to show people that I'm not a big talker. Like, I don't do this for me. I do this for my guys, man. And then also, lastly, for people who keep asking about my mixtape, man, I gotta wait till all my guys finish listening to it first. And I said this earlier. I'm kind of like West Side and all them. I do the music for my peoples, not for everybody else. If everybody else ends up liking it, that's cool.
And it feels like that too.
Yeah, I don't care if you do, if you don't. I just, as long as my guys be like, "Hey, man, that's a bop, that's a jam. You need to do this, you need to do that." I definitely know I need to get in a real studio. That's one thing for certain. If I was in a real studio, that thing will be hitting crazy. But I appreciate all y'all who have listened to it with the positive reviews. The things I could possibly try next time. It probably won't be a next time. I just was like, man, I got all this. I got way more songs than I just like, man, I just got to just do something with it. So I threw it to my guys, man. If you one of them people who have it and you haven't checked it out, man, definitely check it out and give me the reviews, man. I'm not like these kids, man. Let me know, bro. Like, let me know, man. It's been more positives than bads, though. So, I definitely appreciate that, man. You got anything else you want to close out? I mean, you already you closed with a good one.
I got one more.
I'm acting like a preacher now. I done closed, and I keep talking.
The doors of the church are open.
Yes, sir. And we still preaching.
Hey, man, look. This goes for every aspect of life, man. The truth hurts. The truth hurts sometimes, brother. I need for us, as the community, to be receptive to truth a little bit better. And I put it to you the best way I know how. I cannot sit back and watch a friend fall. I must tell you the truth, even if you like it or don't like it. And the best way you could put it is this: if you were standing on a railroad track, and I saw a train about to hit you, and I tackled you and gave you a concussion, or I yanked you off from in front of that and pulled your arm out of socket, it's gonna hurt. But just know I saved your life. Which one? I mean, the truth hurts, but it's for the better. Just like if someone were to tackle you from in front of a running train, yeah, that tackle gonna hurt, but you needed it in order to stay alive.
That's big, man. And until the next time we out.